Kia ora, good evening, mere kirihimete, and welcome to the final episode of BLADER News for 2024. Man, it has been a good year for rollerblading. It's been a record number of brand new skates that come out this year, and believe it or not, I have a few more to tell you about. So we're going to go through the news real quick, which includes a brand new skate that just came out, as well as one that's been spotted with keen eyes, as well as Razors doing a good thing, believe it or not. After I tell you the new news, I want to go over some of my picks of favorite points in the year in 2024. Kind of like a mini award show, but it's just vibes based off me. No one voted, you know. As we head on over to talk about the first product, I gotta mention this clip of this ridiculous entrance to the skate park. It's the worst one I've ever seen. Look at this, man. I've been trying to squeeze through that shit with my camera bag or even holding my skates. It'd be a nightmare. I heard caught from the comments that this is maybe to keep BMXs out. I think they would even keep scooters out at that point. And that whole notion itself, I can't stand. But man, I give it like a week before someone cuts a hole in the fence here to get through, because that's so stupid. And that's not stopping anyone, dude. Who's not going to throw it over? The stupidest entrance to a skate park I ever seen. Congrats, you win the award. But let's talk about the first product today, and that comes from Razors, and they're doing a good thing. They have given a woman a pro skate, which is sick. This is for Tais Colares. I probably said that wrong. I apologize. But she's been killing it. She's the sweat stance queen. You can see, if you can see, there's a couple good sweat stance pictures here, her and the kink row here and on the ledge. She posted 2 back-to-back edits. This is what I found interesting. She had this one here that came out, and then a few days later there was another one, and she goes from skating just the Razor skates to skating her pro skate. And it makes you wonder how much of a surprise this pro skate was. Obviously couldn't have been that much of a surprise, but to have the 2 edits back-to-back to get the pro skate and then go out and film a whole nother edit is super sick. I think I really like this back-to-back drop because I can feel the motivation, the energy that she got from getting a pro skate. There's this she definitely goes like one-ups herself back-to-back in these edits. The second one goes so hard, man. This one here, super good, really good edit, and a massive congrats to her. Now about the skate though, the skate is a Loca Shift, which is the shift skate, but it's a little slimmer sizing and only comes in a limited sizing, mostly the lower end. You actually can't get this bigger than a 7.5 US, which I resonate with the homie Steve here, who's gutted about not being able to skate it because it's such a good looking skate. This colorway takes me back to my one of my first pairs of real skates I got, which was a Rims OS3, which had the white and turquoise colorway. It was sick. This is a really cool looking skate. There's nothing super new and exciting about it. I think the biggest kind of new thing they might be doing on it is the fact that it comes with the new diamond sliders, which they call a sole frame, which I find quite confusing because the word sole frame means a frame and a sole combined at this point. That is not a sole frame. I'm pretty sure it's just the slider piece. I'm confused about that though. But the diamond one, if you don't know, is the more premium one that's meant to slide a bit better. And I do appreciate that Razors here is actually putting the shell breakdown here so you can tell what you can squeeze into. Razors is on a good trajectory, man. I'm actually pretty impressed, but we'll talk more about that later. The next new skate that came just in time for the holidays was a new team skate for Mesmer, and it's the nice, safe, black colorway, as you can see here. It looks very, very nice. Nothing beats a nice classic black skate, and this really has that thrown energy in it, this colorway. The black and the gray, very, very nice. I'm mostly hanging out for the team edit. I hope there is one. If that came out for Christmas, that could be the best Christmas present ever, but as of recording, it hasn't come out yet, or I don't even know if it's legit. It might not be, but I mean, this is alluding to something, right? I was not expecting Mesmer to come out with another skate after just coming out with the Levi skate, and these are 2 very, very nice looking skates. I do want to highlight a friend of the show's custom setup of the Levi skate because I think it looks great. With the Bacemint Prime, well, my fit liner, sorry, it is a Prime liner, I don't know. I think this is a great combo. It really works well with the gold highlights in the skate, and with the 50/50 frames, I think this skate looks cool. It's one of the, it's been a long time since I've seen a custom setup that I was like, damn, that actually kind of looks like an improvement on the stock setup. So props to the homie Angle Iron Assassin. He kills it. He's a good shredder. Definitely check him out. And speaking of good looking skates, Plastik Pushes 5s came out, and they must have been begging for us to notice the new Faction skates because it is the opening part by Victoria, another friend of the show, great skater, love her stuff, and it shows off close details of the new plastic Faction skate that's been in the work for a few years now. That it looks great. I cannot wait to see the end product. That's not it there, but man, like, if they were trying to make it fly under the radar, this was definitely not the way to do it. I saw that Plastik Pushes 5 came out, you know. I saw it. I was about to queue it up to watch. I clicked on Facebook, and this was the first thing I saw on Facebook. It was someone that had already screenshot and enhanced a picture of the new Faction Plastiks with the caption of, they're looking good. Top comment from Clark, the owner of Faction, saying, damn it, y'all, I can't keep you... I can't say what he wrote. I've struggled to do this before. Damn it, y'all, can't tell you people anything. I got there in the end, which is, I think, super funny. The second comment saying, can we not with the pink accents? I don't know if this is how it's going to be shipped. I highly doubt it, to be honest. It could be like a pro skate for Victoria or something. I don't know. I say that because also someone else told me that this dude here for store... I can't say that, sorry, has been skating them. I don't know if these clips are in it. They probably are. That kind of looks like it. Not 100% on that, as you can see. And also trees in skating, they do not definitely have pink parts. They are a chilled out black skate. But some interesting features on that we can tell from this shot. As you can see, rockable cuff. It looks like a bit of a 50-50 frame, kind of like prime frame setup here with the metal inside. These have been in the work for a while. That makes me think they've been tested well, and I cannot wait to see the final product from Faction. Absolutely hanging out for it. What do you guys think about it? Moving on though, I wanted to give a quick update on the IQON X10 skate. Thanks to This Is Soul here, he got a lot more information about it in this great video, which I will link to in the description, where he goes to Powerside and interviews the IQON team about the products, where we got some good information, like the fact that, I'll let him say it.
It's the very first shell for UFS, for aggressive skating, that has a metal plate in it. I think that's one of the unique selling points so if you want to mount a big wheel frame on a UFS boot, I think probably this is one of the best boots to do it on.
And that sounds really good. And I also got this IQON kind of promotional thing here, which I'm not sure where it's from. I stole it from Tom Moyes' Patreon, which is a little shit. So make sure you check out Tom's Patreon. I'm not sure where he got it from, but I feel like this might be some kind of leak. But there's some really cool things about the skate that I would like to highlight. The first one, if you missed it, it does have what they call a revolver rotating cuff bolt, which means behind here, there's like a 6-slot turning positioner for the cuff bolt. And what I like a lot about it is the fact that it's hidden, which I know like the Dim skates do as well. I definitely prefer, like, if a cuff bolt can be raised and lowered, I prefer it this style where you can't see it. I think it looks better. The other detail I really like about this is that it comes with the Justin Thursday frames, which probably is a no-brainer, but Justin Thursday makes great frames, and that's a really good selling point for the skate, I'll be real. But I think the biggest standout feature on this is this pull tab here, which is, you'll notice, isn't part of the liner. There appears to be some kind of pull tab string that goes through the cuff, allowing you to like more easily put your skates on, and also have like a carry tab no matter what liner you have, which is a lot stronger and won't rip off like the pull tab on liners normally do, which I think is really cool and really innovative. Not to mention, I mentioned this before about the skate, but they took 7 of the best fitting skates around the world and kind of fused all the designs together, not just Powerside skates. So I mean, that's putting expectations super high for the comfiest skate ever. That's not too big, not too wide, just right for like every foot. It honestly sounds really good. My God, Sean Castle can't be stopped, man. He dropped another edit, dude. This is like the 5th edit maybe this year, and it is not like a throwaway edit. There's some crazy tricks, man. His left foot absolutely dominates in this with some tick ass shit. And you know why he made this? It's probably one to like smash out Skater of the Year game, which he is like a huge contender for at this point. He was already a contender, but to sneakily drop another edit that's like actually has some weight and stand up behind it is insane. Like, I don't know if he just sealed the deal at this point, but goddamn. But the reason he made this edit is to promote what I'm here to tell you about, a new Bacemint line. And it's been a while since there's been a new Bacemint line, so it's a good time to check it out. The edit's called Hat Tricks, which I think is because they have a bunch of new hats that you can check out here, along with other soft goods that look great. I really like the Bacemint gear, man. I feel like it's the perfect amount of like skater clothes that are not too skatery, you know? They're super cool, really cool quality too. I definitely recommend them, and they're just in time for Christmas, you know? So, you know, last minute gift for yourself, you deserve it. And my God, does Sean Calso deserve our money, dude? If we got it to spare, god damn, dude. I remember one of the first edits I saw of Sean Calso was one of the edits he did where he opens it by doing switch and regular every hurricane on a handrail to the Beastie Boys song. Absolutely insane. And you know, so many years later, Sean Calso is still like top of the game. Massive props to him. But anyway, before I recap 2024 blading and talk about my highlights of the year, I wanted to shout out this video here by Mushroom Blading, which is them just reacting to what is arguably most likely the first ever rollerblading edit that Mike McFly found. Shout out to him. There's layers to this, man. There's layers to this. He got his hands against all the odds on the possible first ever skate edit, which was made to be a point of sale video, like playing in skate shops. The commentary that the Mushroom Blading boys add, it was really good. I enjoyed it. And just the nostalgia of seeing like the start of rollerblading so many years ago. Like, you've seen clips on this before, but to have the original video actually out there is a very good watch, and I definitely recommend it. And I swear this is unrelated, and I definitely don't want to be gifted a membership to the Mushroom Blading Patreon, but do you know you can gift memberships now on Patreon? Whether that's for any other rollerblading channel like Tom Moyes, Mushroom Blading, or my own Patreon. You can do that now. I have a link in the description to do it, or just a simple like and subscribe helps just as much. It means the world that you guys watch this, and I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. And now I want to talk about some of the best things that happened in blading in 2024 and some of my personal favorite picks. Opening us up here with this clip here. This is not one of my favorite clips, but it is an insane rollerblading clip that I saw recently. And you saw that right. This dude just rollerbladed off a cliff and parachuted. You might be thinking, is he going to land skating? Skip ahead. Yes, he lands skating, dude. Absolutely insane. Quick disclaimers about my picks here. I just kind of threw this together today off the top of my head, almost. I put a little bit more time into that, but it's just my opinion. You know, none of this is too serious, okay? And I'm sure there's going to be so many things I missed, but I try my best to do the best of 2024 of rollerblading. Everything I mentioned here is kind of an award for me, but not really. But the first one I want to talk about is what I think is the best looking skate of the year 2024. Any guesses what that is? It probably is obvious from the last Blader news, but I think the best looking skate 2024 is the new Chihiro Them skate. I think this skate is like such a nice looking skate. The Movies have been my favorite 909 skate, but this just blew it out of the park. This colorway is just the colorway that's been speaking to me so much this year, with the nice touch of the subtle purple with the little branding on the back. This is such a nice skate, and I think it's the best looking one of 2024, but you gotta let me know what your one is. And it's also a good time to note that these just arrived in New Zealand too at Shred City Skates. Look how beautiful the skate is, man. Damn it, I want to skate this. I'm telling you right now, I really want to skate this. I also wanted the award for the best new skate of the year, and actually this is what I would put as the best skate in general of the year, regardless of it being new. And if you've been watching me at all, you're gonna know exactly what skate I'm talking about. That is the TNEC 58. I have absolutely loved this skate. I think I said this in Play News last time, but this is such a good skate. The fact that it came out this year, I can't believe. To me, it is the perfect M12 filling skate ever. It's not too narrow, unlike the M12. It feels cheap, which I like. It feels like I can smash it around. It's got a really nice amount of flex, like a lot of flex, which I like. The one sole frame design, one piece, I've absolutely loved. It slides great. And with the Beck wheels here, or like a bullet profile wheel like this thing is unstoppable, and it's by far my favorite skate of the year, performance-wise. Props to TNEC though, super underrated skate brand, I think. Everyone I've ran into with this skate, even when I was in America, has like never even heard of this, and I just can't believe it because it's such a good skate. Anyway, definitely check it out. If you're curious and you're thinking about getting the TNEC, do it. They're a good price and a great product. My next award I want to give out is to the best edit of the year 2024, in my opinion. My favorite one, and this is an extremely competitive field this year. There was so many absolutely insane edits that have come out. They're like super high standard, very tech, very memorable, very, very good year for rollerblading edits. But one does stand out to me in its own field, and that is Pud by Joe Atkinson, filmed and edited by John Lee, I think. Not 100% on that. But to me, this edit stands out from all the rest, just in the way it's filmed, the way it's edited, and the way Joe skates. I think what he's pulled off here is something that is so hard to do. The way every trick in it is like a super long line that like he's just flowing. Like, I just have so many questions about how this was made. Like, I don't know how someone can put tricks together like this. Like, was this planned out? You know, there's a whole bit where he's just bombing down the street for like 5 minutes. Like, how do you plan that out? And there's just something so free about this edit, and I find it super memorable, and I feel like it is pushing the genre of like what you can do in a skate edit. It is challenging the norm, you know, like to just, who else has gone out there just pressing record and just skating down the street doing anything that you can, you know, like, and somehow making it very interesting to watch. That's the thing that surprised me the most about it, because I feel like this format of edit is the hardest to pull off. If you're just gonna just skate around like a long line like this, where a huge majority of it is you just traveling between little spots, that is extremely hard to do and make interesting. And I found it, I don't know if it was just me, but I found this edit super mesmerizing. I was hooked the whole way. It didn't feel long. It was very interesting the whole way. It was and super inspiring. There's been other edits in the past where people have tried the whole just do one line and, you know, just skate from spot to spot, and it generally, you can feel the awkwardness when someone has to like skate a bit too long between spots, and that's just not there at all when Joe Atkinson skates. So this is my edit of the year. That's absolutely insane. Everything that comes from Joe always impressed me, though. It makes me super excited for more projects from these two in the future. Absolutely great. Definitely check it out if you haven't. It's linked in the description. Now, this next award I'm going to give out, I didn't really know what to name, but it's essentially kind of a skater I think has been left out of the conversation, but also that I'm most excited for in the future. And so I'm going to call it the skater I'm most excited for in the future. And that goes to Michael Witzman, because I think he has had, I've been saying his name wrong for years. I feel like I have. But I think the trajectory he's on right now with edits is kind of unstoppable, and it makes me very excited for what he's going to do in 2025. So he started off with the edit here, Halftime Report, which came out for USD, and it was a great solid edit featuring his strengths, you know, like solid clean skating, a little bit of wizardness, a little bit of creativity to it, very like well calculated skating. It felt comfortable for that. It felt like a comfortable edit and like he was finding his own way. And then he followed it up with Fourth Quarter, which I think really stepped it up. This really like leaned into Bacemint's strengths and the things he's good at. There's so much steez and so much tech and so much Bacement flair to this edit. It's just felt like a big one up over the next one. And the other one was already great. And he went into this plugging that he had an even better one on the way, which I just couldn't believe because I've thoroughly enjoyed this edit. There's so many good tricks in it that like stand out and are memorable that made me like it's why I like Bacement skating. This like it showcased him really well, but he did manage to one up it with his latest edit called 4-3. This had so many, just again like the other one, I like Bacement ass tricks, very clean, very nice, very solid, and like good wizard flair, Bacement flair to skating too. Great spot selection, better filming too. Really, really, really good part that's just really set a trajectory for like insane accomplishments ahead. It makes me really excited for future edits from him. Like this trick in particular, I must have watched this like 20 times. Like I mean, real, I just kept replaying because there's so much steez in that, dude. The hand almost touching, just the zero, the whole thing, so much steez, and there was so many other standout clips in here. Now I just wanted to give props to Michael for how much he has killed it this year. I think he's kind of getting robbed by now by the fact that Sean Castro has just set the bar so unbelievably high for Skater of the Year. But the fact that he's done 3 super solid edits like this that have all one-upped each other, the quality hasn't gone down, it's gone up. It's a huge achievement, and like I said, Michael deserves so much props for that, and I'm super excited to see what you're going to do in the future. So props, man. This next award is for the best non-skating skate-related content, and it's definitely going to suffer from recency bias because this video literally came out today, but it is a Robbie Pitt stars Austin Paz for the next skate session video that if you haven't seen, you should definitely check out. I think this is like the perfect combination of things. I just can't believe it hadn't happened before. It's really well produced and edited. Like it's a great package, and it feels like a piece of content that's been missing from blading. It's like it's just another side to blading that I think could appeal to more people, not just core skaters. That I overall really enjoy. It's a little silly, a lot of fun, and just super well produced. Definitely check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. I have it linked in the description as long as everything else I'm talking about today. I can't believe I almost missed this. I'm adding it in post, but I want to give a special award, what I'm going to call the Breakout Skater of the Year, the Blade News one, to Happy Tooth, because this dude has absolutely put the work in this year with edits, putting out 5 really solid, unique street sections. The first one of the year being absolutely insane. And this is not just a quantity thing, the quality is there. He skates in his own unique way, is very creative, and doesn't skate like anyone else out there. There's so many like mind-boggling tricks in this edit, and these edits are super memorable. And how often does it happen from someone who isn't a kind of big famous name in skating? You know, that's a huge achievement and a standout moment of 2024 for me. Congrats, Happy Tooth, you killed it. Moving on from videos, I want to talk about 2 people who I'm going to give the award for doing a monumental achievement in blading. And the first one I have to give to my boy Tom Moyes for raising 6,740 pounds or euros for Skater of the Year. I think this has had a huge impact in blading. Like this has got to be the most edits we've seen come out at this time of year ever, and I definitely think this fund has had a big impact on that. It's now more worth people's time. Rather than just getting the bragging rights, they can get a bit of money and pay the rent for a bit, which is super cool. And I don't want to downplay it, and I hope Tom isn't downplaying it himself, the achievement of raising this much money from rollerblading. The fact that he got 189 people to just give money to something they get nothing in return for, just to support blading, is a monumental achievement, and I don't think we can that can be downplayed. This is a huge achievement, and I think it's going to have a great effect on rollerblading in the future. Just think about how many people are going to go in. I know that only the last few months kind of count for Skater of the Year, but just think of the impact that next year these people know that, wait, if I actually go all out for a real edit, not just Instagram clips, you know, I could actually win some money for Skater of the Year. That's going to be a great impact for skating. The better edits, better reach of the edits because they're better, maybe some more growth from blading. It's a huge achievement and it deserves props. And but one thing I got to say is, can we stop calling it SOTY, man? I do not want to hear the word SOTY again. Can we leave that for the skateboarders? I made this argument before, but goddamn, I hate that word. I hate the fact that it's a little vague, so it could be meaning section of the year. I hate that, like, it could be blade of the year. It should be blade of the year, right? Body. I don't even like that, though. Can we just say skater of the year? It's not that hard, right? We don't need acronyms, right? But I'll shut up. Anyway, that's not directed at Tom. It's just in general. I hate the word study. Okay. Anyway, I had to re-record this, by the way, because I accidentally filmed the whole end of this without the mic, and I'm pretty pissed about it. Anyway, the next Monumental Award I want to give to the roller skating twins for the fact that they got rollerblading and the Guinness Book of World Records this year. So in case you missed it, they actually got 2 world records this year. One is for the most synchronized tricks on a vert ramp, and the other one is for doing the most tricks in 60 seconds, 21 tricks. This is probably the first time rollerblading's been mentioned in these books for like over 10 years, I assume, which obviously is a monumental achievement coming from these girls here, and it's super inspiring. You know, I think at the time, all through my school life, how I'd get the Guinness Book of World Records and look through it, and there was never any blading in it for me when I looked. So to think that now, if kids still do that, they're going through and they see these young, inspiring girls getting a world record on there, and rollerblading, maybe they know more about rollerblading and vert skating, which is super underrated as well. This is a huge achievement, and these 2 girls are just, they're so fun to watch and blading. Like, they just enjoy skating in their own world, and they're self-taught as well, which is it's just very, very inspiring, and there's a great thing, and rollerblading is blessed to have them. Moving on from people, though, I want to give an award to a brand, and this is the award I'm going to call the biggest redemption. And now there's probably only one brand you can think of that has maybe been redeemable, that's done bad things in the past. And yes, you would be 100% right, because that brand is Razor Skate Co. Because I think they've really done a lot of good things this year and are on a much better path to winning back the respect of the aggressive rollerblading community. First up, the most recent one they've done here is this new budget entry-level skate called the Low, which I had to thank them for, because they're giving me the title Razor's hit a new low and it's a good thing. It's just a dream come true title for me. I appreciate it. But this is a really good, cheap cult skate. There's a great price point for people wanting to try out blading, which I think is super necessary in rollerblading to help grow the sport. To have the nice basic colors is good too. They have the white and the black, but another really cool thing they did alongside this, also to do with the cult, is the Ghetto Community collab. Now this was just so surprising to come from Razor. I remember, like, it just doesn't feel like, it feels so not like Razor at this point for them to do a collab that feels so genuinely good. Like the fact that this cult skate is really beautiful and a good looking skate, and that it's a collab with like such a core blade group, and they did such a good job with the edit. This is super cool to see, and a massive step in the right direction, those 2 steps. But then they also end the year by giving Taz a pro skate, a woman skater, which is absolutely huge, absolutely underrated, slept on part of aggressive inline, and probably the place with the biggest amount of growth opportunity for blading. Giving a woman a pro skate is absolutely huge, and Taz is such a stylish, steezy, cool skater to watch that it's just something so cool to see. And all these moves that Razor have done, it's just been so refreshing from some of the stuff they've done in the past. And, you know, I've said in the past that Razors has felt very soulless and dead to me, and I really couldn't see a future where that would change. But honestly, these steps, the vibe of them has changed a lot for me over the last year, and I wanted to acknowledge that. So I keep this up, Razors, and I love to see it. You're doing great. And then for the final category or award I want to give out, and it's definitely the most biased, like, I could not be more biased, and that is going to be given to my favorite skater of the year, the person I've enjoyed the skating of the most, and that is going to my friend, the absolute ripper and shredder, Malachi, young Mally, the vert skater, the local vert skater here. He's been so inspiring to me. This dude, every time I go skate with him, has got new tricks. He just has this pure love for blading, and has improved so much every single time I see him, despite the fact that he's got no one to really teach him. There's no older vert blader that's got the tips to give him. He is essentially 100% self-taught, and despite that, he is absolutely killing it in a super niche part of blading, vert skating, a place where there is almost no content to watch, you know, almost no inspiration to get. All the inspiration he's got is coming from himself, and every time I get to skate with him, it is so inspiring. When I was in primary school, I remember there was a how to aggressive rollerblade book at the library, and it had a dude doing a 540 air, and it was tips on how to do a 540 parallel air. I never thought I'd see someone do it in my life, but to see someone who's like half my age picture perfect lace a 540 air, like, it's unbelievable and deserves so much props. You're the man, Malachi. I can't wait to see where you're at in a year. You're going to be absolutely killing it. Now, if we're talking pro skaters with edits and stuff, the skater of the year, I actually find this question super hard. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I have kind of a goldfish memory when it comes to edits. And I do think we should take into account the whole year of work from someone. Someone shouldn't be written off because their edit came out the day after the awards, or it came out in the first week of January, you know. And so because of that, I plan to do a stream either the day after here, I'll have it pulled up somewhere, where I'm going to try break down all the edits from all the nominees of Skater of the Year, and watch all the edits of the year and actually break them down. Don't just play them on stream. I want to actually try transformatively break them down and give them props for what they're doing, and hopefully come to a more just decision on who I think should be Skater of the Year. But I mean, Sean Castle's got pretty good odds at this point, right? Goddamn. And that's Blading News for 2024. Wow. What a year, am I right? It's been an incredibly hard year for me this year, whether that's because of the never-ending horrible injury I've had with my knee that's kind of ruined skating and made it quite hard to just have that mental refresh of skating, or it's just how my overall confidence and how things are going and my confidence in the show here. It has been super tough, but that's why I want to give a huge thank you to my Blading News correspondents, my patrons and my members, and just the general guys who have been messaging me and leaving nice comments, because it is the amount of help you've given me just over the last few weeks is just, I can't put it into words how much you've helped me. Like, I feel like I've really bounced back from a really bad place because of the nice words and the support people gave me. So if you've ever, you know, left a nice comment on this video, thank you so much. You ever liked, you ever just watched, everyone who watches this, it means the absolute world. You rule, and you deserve the best rest of your life, but especially next year and Christmas and everything that you could ever ask for, except for the people that at least once a week get triggered by a rainbow on my video and get super homophobic. Fuck you guys, okay? You deserve a bad Christmas. That's kind of mean. No one deserves a bad Christmas, right? And I want to extend that to anyone who's ever bought some of my products, like laced shirts, or especially the laces and stuff, and all the skate shops that stock my laces. It's crazy to me that there's people out there skating my laces all around the world. A product that I designed, that I shipped here, that shipped out to them. It's unbelievable. Putting your faith in me and supporting me like that, I don't take it for granted. It means a lot to me. So thank you so much. So yeah, happy holidays. Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you get a good Christmas session in, even if it's you're 6 feet under in snow. That sounds like it. Anyway, have a good one, guys. I appreciate you. Here's the 2025 being a good one. See you out there.